Hello, my dear students. I'm going to explain Unit 8 Grammar and Hello for Secondary Conditional If. Zero conditional. You should know that we have 4 types in if. 4 أنواع لإف. أول حاجة بسميها zero conditional. It refers to the fact. ودي بتعبر عن الفاكت. fact لازم تحصل. طيب. What about its form? After if you should write present simple and the other tense should be present simple. Fact, scientific fact. Look at the example, such as if you boil water it evaporates. If we heat ice it melts. يبقى هنا لازم نعرف إن we use it to talk about facts or things which are always true. ده كده zero conditional, type 0. طيب first conditional بقى type 1. شكلها الفورم if present simple والother part will or can or may plus infinitive. طيب what about the usage? It expresses something that will happen soon. If you study you will succeed. Scientific, not scientific fact, it is probable fact. probable fact يعني fact احتمال تحصل، محتملة الحدوث، ممكن تحصل، لكن لو لازم تحصل zero fact. كمان في اليوسج number 2 it expresses predictions or promises such as if you succeed I will buy a bike. Promise. Also warning or threat. If you don't succeed, I will punish you. What else? We can use imperative in the main clause. Imperative order, أمر يعني. زي If you meet Ahmed, give him this letter. Look at the second part of the sentence. Give him. It's an imperative form. Okay? You can say you will give him or give him. The second part, the second conditional, if, past, simple, and the second part would plus infinitive. Usage. To express present or future situation that is unreal or unlikely. What does mean? Improbable fact. Improbable fact يعني حقيقة مش هتحصل. If I discovered a new planet, I would name it after my father. What does mean here? Did I discover? No, I don't discover. Or I didn't discover. Also, to give advice. If I were you, second part or second conditional can refer to the advice. If I were you, I would study hard. Here we have some special cases. If omission. What does mean if omission? You can omit if to write another word. يعني بنشيل كلمة if نكتب مكانها كلمة تانية. Such as بقى? In type 2 the word were. Type 2 اللي هي مثلا if I were a bird I would fly. The type 2 refers to unreal. Unreal something. Unreal fact. Were I a bird I would fly. So here omit the word if and replace were an I. Were I a bird. Omit if and replace were an I. Were I a bird. طيب. If he studied he would succeed. Begin the sentence also with the word were. Here omit the word if and write the sentence begin with were. ابدأ الجملة بكلمة were. If you don't have the word were in the sentence هنا في الجملة if he studied you don't have the word were here. Such as the first example if I were. If you have were in the sentence لو عندك were جوه الجملة هتعمل omit if نحذف كلمة if and replace ونبدل ما بين were and I. لكن في second example you have here if he studied you don't have the word were. So what should you do? omit if نحذف كلمة if. So begin the sentence with the word were. الverb بقى should be with the word to. So the example will be a here. The sentence will be were he to study, he would succeed. He would succeed. What about had? Had replaces if in the second conditional also, such as if I had enough money I would buy a new car. Here you have in the sentence the word had. طيب how can you use omission here؟ بنستعمل الحذف الكلمة if ازاي؟ omit if برضو and replace the word had an I, such as we have done here in where, if I were a bird. So the sentence will be a had I enough money I would buy a new car. Had I enough money I would buy a new car. Should replaces if in the first and second conditional. Should, such as if this house falls down many people will be killed. طيب how can we use should here? Replace the word if here to write the word should. طيب you should know that after the word should you should write verb in the infinitive form, stem. After should you should write infinitive. So here replace if to write should. يبقى should this house falls down هتبقى ايه؟ fall down. ليه؟ لأن the word should be followed by infinitive form, stem, verb stem. So the sentence will be should this house fall down many people will be killed. Should this house fall down many people will be killed. Third conditional. So here we have studied zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional. What about third conditional? If past perfect and the second part would have plus the past participle verb. طب what about the usage? It expresses something that is impossible to change because it is the past, in the past. If we had played well, we wouldn't have lost the game. If we hadn't got up late, we wouldn't have missed the train. Impossible to change. Why? Because we didn't play well. We didn't get up late. So we lost the game, so we missed the train. Had replaces if also in the third conditional, such as had I had money I would have bought a new car. أصل الجملة إيه؟ If I had money I would have bought a new car. What about the word if not? If not means unless. What else? You should know that the word without or the word but for, it is followed by gerund or noun. What does mean? Without dad's help, it's a noun. I wouldn't have achieved my goal. طيب أصل الجملة دي كان إيه؟ هنا I wouldn't have achieved my goals. ده يعني كده type 3. type 3 يبقى after if you should write إيه؟ had plus the past participle verb. type 3 يبقى أصل الجملة if my father or if my dad hadn't helped me I wouldn't have achieved my goal. لما جينا غيرنا الجملة بقت ايه؟ without dad's help I wouldn't have achieved my goal. The same but for dad's help I wouldn't have achieved my goal. طيب برضو عندك in the event of should be followed by gerund or noun. In case of his illness he won't come. In case of being ill he won't come. يبقى you should know the word without, the word but for, the word in case of should be followed by gerund or noun. طيب معنى without يعني ايه؟ بدون. but for لولا. in case of في حالة أن in case of being ill he won't come. لما في حالة إنه عيان he won't come. unless معناها ايه؟ if not, if you don't come I will not finish the work. يبقى هنا omit the word if and the word don't to write ايه؟ to write unless you come I won't finish the work. Here we have some synonyms to the word if. مرادفات يعني You cannot. You can write some words instead of the word if, such as the word so, the word as long as, the word on condition that, the word providing that, provided that, suppose, supposing. All of these words can be replaced by the word if. ممكن أشيل كلمة if to write one of these words. If you have time, you can go to the party. As long as you have time, you can go to the party. So you have time, you can go to the party. On condition that you have time, you can go to the party. Providing that you have time, you can go to the party. Supposing you have time, you can go to the party. Thank you.